WAIF needs to meet a minimum level of pledges. Please give us a call at 513-961-8900 or 513-749-1444 or visit www.waif883.org and pledge $25 or more to become a member of listener-supported radio WAIF Cincinnati.
And a big shout out to Lyle for this.
Thursday nights from 8 till 10, 88.3 Wave FM. Tune on in, yeah, and feed your head. Always awesome tunes and always Grateful Dead. Yeah, Ramblin' Rob, well, he's your host. Streaming on the web from coast to coast. Check it as you do shows of old. It's Ramblin' Rob's greatest story ever told.
All right. Well, that is a big shout out to Lyle for that theme song there. He wrote that, a couple years ago, I think it was.
2014?
2014. Yeah, that more than a couple years ago. A few years ago. But yeah, I lost that. I'm going to actually leave this tab open so that way I've got it perpetually open and I can remember to play it. I've been forgetful this year. I've kind of forgot to play it. I got a new computer and lost it actually, so I don't know where it's at. I had it downloaded as an MP3. It's gone. Anyway, we've got a lot of good things for you guys. We're going to touch base with what's new in Grateful Dead history, what happened today in the dated history of the Grateful Dead in just a little bit. We also have some Grateful Dead, of course, on the plate, some Jerry Garcia Band on the plate.
Yeah.
Let's see. More Grateful Dead. And I've got some David Gans. We're going to preview his albums. He's going to be in town in a couple days, right?
Yeah, we played a couple tracks off that last week, I think.
Yep, and these next three tunes I'm going to play later on in the show are probably some of my favorites. A nice long 12, almost 12 and a half minute jammer, and I think Down to the River to Drown is one of my favorite tunes. He's going to be featured on just a little bit. Guys, we are in the middle of a member-a-thon, so just a reminder, become a member. We mentioned the $150 brick, but we have our $250 DJ for a day contest. I'll let Jesse tell you guys about that. He's full of merriment this holiday season.
I don't know if a contest is the right word for it, Rob. But
it's kind of a punishment.
It's definitely not a punishment. It's a privilege.
Oh, okay.
It's what should be a right, but thankfully for us is a privilege. If you donate $250 WAIF in the name of Ramblin' Rob's greatest story ever told, folks, you get to come in here, pick out some tunes. You can even talk about them. We'll let you talk about your tunes.
That's right. You'll be on air.
It just has to be an approved playlist for the simple fact that if there's something on there that makes the FCC mad, we're going to lose our show.
Can't all be like Devil Loves Prada.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, we don't want to hear...
Isn't it one of those bands?
No, I don't know. Devil
so.
Loves Prada sounds like something totally not that, though.
Okay, maybe not. Maybe I'm getting my bands confused with movies and books.
That's all right. We need to talk to our kids more to find out about this newfangled music, Rob.
I've heard some of it, and actually, because I have Sirius FM, I can tune, all the, religious stuff, the Kids Bop stuff, pop, all the L.A. and New York stations. And I listen to some of the L.A., like the pop stations.
Yeah.
Gag me with a spoon. Wow.
Nice save.
Gag me with a spoon. My God,
Right.
I could not believe the dribble that they're shoving down the youth of America's throat. At least when we were kids, they shoved like Ted Nugent and Kiss and, I mean, there was an occasional
there was plenty
Journey.
Of crap,
Right, there was an occasional Journey or Asia thrown in there, but... for the most part, it was good stuff.
Mostly. I'm glad EBN keeps it alive.
Yeah, if you want to call it that. Barely resuscitated. Yeah, it's the smoking Hulk of rock and roll is what EBN plays pretty much. Their personalities are horrible on that show. Not to say we're any better, but gosh.
I've got to be honest. I haven't listened to EBN
Just flip
since
through it.
Probably the 90s.
You want to kill yourself, but it's not that bad.
Once Godsmack came along, I was like, all right, that's enough, man. It's terrible. It's a horrible band. And if you're out there listening and you really like Godsmack, I'm not sorry. They stink.
Yeah, I don't know a lot of Godsmack, but I think I know one of their tunes.
Then you've heard them all.
Have I?
Yes.
They don't.
Yes. Crap plus crap equals crap. Doesn't matter how you slice it.
It's a pretty simple equation.
Yeah.
Even someone with a little bit of mathematical skill like myself can figure that one out.
Right.
Okay, guys, let's get on with a little music here. First off, we're going to do some Grateful Dead. If you guys don't know it, the Grateful Dead at dead.net every November release 30 tasty sounds each and every day for your listening enjoyment. That's right. Dave Lemieux picks out some great different versions, some good versions, some weird versions, jammy versions, just some really good all-around versions of some tunes, one a day, and you can download them at dead.net for free. It's called 30 Days of the Dead.
I wonder if anybody's put together a compilation of the worst versions.
I don't know.
The 5590 Help on the Way that just falls apart.
Oh, I've heard some. Oh man, horrible. I actually heard one probably late '73 Mississippi. And I always wanted to remember the date, but I forgot it was a Mississippi half step. And Jerry butchered the word. He was totally singing last verse is first versus last. he was just totally jingling up this song, and whoa. And speaking of that, I wish I remembered too. They actually have a tune. I believe it was in '73.
Yeah.
Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure that when they were doing the half step, Jerry said, "On the day when I was born, Santa sat down and cried."
Huh.
But yeah, we'll have to look that up for you since we have the box of information called a smartphone here. I'm sure it's out there.
We have the wealth of human information in the palm of our hands.
We do, for better or worse. For better or worse. Well, we're going to be featuring more of that. Let's start off with some 30 Days of the Dead, since we were just talking about it. We've got a great version of China Rider, and then we're going to do a little Brown Eyed Women, and probably finish off our little short feature. I'm going to stop on day 7 doing a little Saint of Circumstance. One of Cindy's favorite tunes. That was one of my favorite tunes to see in concert too.
Maybe going on feel.
Yeah,
I get to do my Bobby impersonation, man. You got to turn on the mic so everybody can hear it.
Well, maybe next week when we have Lazy Lightning or something. That's much better for us. Yeah, that's an inside joke in case you're wondering. Jesse and I sometimes after the exceptionally good shows, we'll go out in the parking lot and sing Lazy Lightning.
Yeah.
To all the neighbors and churchgoers.
They've got to love us.
Kids. Yes,
they've got to love us.
I'm sure they've loved me for a long time. I've had crazy people on this show for almost 6 years. So,
right.
Yeah, they're for better or worse. But
Lord knows the debauchery that's happened.
I was going to say, but there have been other crazier people on air, I'm sure, in the past. Since we've been around since the mid-1970s, we are a radio institution, and we depend on you guys. The listening public. Yes, the person who has this tuned on their radio in their car or at their homestead or on their smartphone or their Android phone. We depend on you guys. We don't get a lot of corporate support. We get listener support. We're listener-supported radio, and this is the only way that you can get the best in live bands, jam bands, Grateful Dead, best of Jesse, best of Ramblin' Rob, because there's no other Grateful Dead station in town anymore.
Whoa, whoa. Yep. You get the best of Ramblin' Rob. Whoa.
Yeah. Who is that? Best of My Love.
Best of My Love. I can't.
Sounds Cool and the Gangish, but probably not.
It was a female singer.
Was it?
Yeah.
Well, we'll look that one up along with the Santa reference on the Grateful Dead during our break time here.
Hey, Rob, can I just say one thing?
Oh, yeah, certainly.
If there's anybody out there that would like a pair of general admission passes.
Oh, yeah?
For both nights, both the 30th and the 31st, see the Rumpke Mountain Boys and their many friends, as it's billed on the marquee.
I saw that.
At the 20th Century Theater.
And who do you know who the many friends are besides David Gans one night?
David Gans. We
Pick
have
and Pear,
Pick and Pear.
Yes.
Cincinnati, or Florence's, I believe, own Leon Elam.
Yes, I just played some, the album he gave me, of course.
Canyon Collected?
Yeah, Canyon Collected. Yeah. He gave me that album last New Year's, and I just managed to get around to playing that song about a month ago. So sometimes it takes old Ramblin' Rob 8 to 12 months before stuff finally makes it into the rotation.
These things happen. But if you are listening and you would like a pair of those tickets, what you need to do is
go to Ramblin' Rob Facebook page, Ramblin' Rob, and let me know. What do you want to do to let them win these tickets? They got to become a member, right? I guess that'd be the quickest and easiest way.
That would be the quickest and easiest way.
And these passes they're a hot ticket, aren't
right? They are a hot ticket. I mean, let's just say Rob and I know some people to be able to get these tickets to give away this evening.
And a big thank you to the Rumpke Mountain Boys and management for letting us do this. We
Omni
appreciate
Arts
it.
Management, Matt Kalinsky.
There you go. There you go. I didn't know those guys.
Oh.
But no, I'm just kidding. But it's always good to celebrate New Year's, and why not do it with one of the hottest acts in town, the Rumpke Mountain Boys, David Gans, Canyon Collect, or Pick and Pair.
Yeah, Pick and Pair, Restless Leg String Band.
I was going to say a few bands that we've had on, Restless Leg, and is it the Traveling Jam, I want to say?
I don't think the Traveling Jam.
One of those bands?
J.P. Nowak, Joe Marcinek, Old Salt Union. Yes.
Those guys are hot. I saw them a couple years ago. 4 years ago when they were just kids. I mean, they're still kids. But they were. I actually told them after I introduced them and up at the Hartford Fest, and they got off stage. I'm like, man, you guys are hot, man. You guys need to get a hold of me because they are really smoking. Yeah. They can pick.
Well, they'll be there.
And
next week.
They all have a really musical. They're all like musically educated. They're all kind of not just picking it up and just learning to twang. They actually went to school for it. So.
And Restless Leg String, the remnants of the Bloodroot Sparta, one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Yes.
Bloodroot Sparta. Yeah, at least one of them, I think. So.
Ishii. Yes. Ishii Wooten.
Ishii Wooten. Yeah, it sounds like a Japanese film star, doesn't it? Okay, well,
Japanese
I think
porn star.
Film star.
Well, we're going to be playing some Grateful Dead here, so let's crank up the radio, grab your favorite smoking jacket, plug in the lava lamp,
and get ready to win those tickets.
Like I said, become a member, $25, and I'll let you guys know who won. Just find my Facebook page, Ramblin' Rob.
Let us know.
Yep, and we'll tell you what to do. And once that happens, guess what? You get to be part of the biggest party in town. Woo! May not be the biggest, but we'll probably say it was the best.
It'll at least be the funnest.
Yes. Unfortunately, I will not be in town that day. The wife and I crossing our fingers, and we're going to make it happen. We're hopefully going to be in the middle of Red River Gorge, in the middle of the woods on New Year's Eve.
In the middle of the river?
Well, in the middle of the Red River Gorge.
Oh, yeah.
Not the Red River.
Yeah, nice. I was going to say, it might be a little chilly to be in the middle of the river.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's a good idea.
If
got some waders.
If that's what y'all want to do,
But hopefully we're going to be nowhere near anybody. It's isolated, just having New Year's without anybody
communing with nature.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And whatever little creatures may be around, be it chipmunk, snake, dragonfly, butterfly, whatever. We'll take them.
Monster,
Sasquatch, unidentified object I saw at Red River Gorge that was strangely upright, brown, and shaggy, but don't know.
People protecting stills.
Yeah, that's my concern is walking up on a meth house or something, and some hillbillies with no teeth and a shotgun want to, have me come inside for a drink. It's like,
I was going to say, they might be inviting you to party, Like, hey, we got light bulbs in here, boys. Light bulbs and torches. Woo!
I saw Deliverance. I see how those people party. I don't want any part of that. All right, a little Grateful Dead for your palate today. And like I said, we are about to kick some major butt. This is 30 Days of the Dead, dead.net, guys. That's where you get this stuff. It's a great way to get free music.
Great!
Get sunflower brown, organ jingle in the midnight sun. Pop, but don't go a silver, come on out like a cream. She flew a star down through a dream night wind. Cat picking through a lace, bandana like a one, I Cheshire like a diamond, I jack. Leaf of all colors, blaze of gold, string fit up to a double, in waterfall, oh my back. Shower of pearls in the eagle, big palace of the queen, shining. I could not take my lay down last night, but I could not take my rest. My mind was wandering like a wild geese in the the sun gonna shine for our back door someday. Oh, the sun gonna shine for our back door someday. Hey, hey, March wind gonna blow all my troubles away. Wish I was a headlight. All I know I found a train. Wish I was a headline. All I know I found lazy summer home. You ain't got time to call your soul a critic, no. Right outside the lazy gate of winter summer home, wondering where the nut-thatched windows, wings a mile long, just carry the bird away. Wake up to find out that you are the eyes of the world. The heart has its beaches, its homeland, and thoughts of its own. They now discover that you are the song that the morning brings. night comes so quiet, it's close on the heels of the day. Wake up to find out that you are the eyes of the world. The heart has its beaches, its homeland and thoughts of its own. Wait now, discover that you are the song that the Lord country and live in your home. Sometimes we ride on your horses, sometimes we walk alone. Sometimes the songs that we hear are just songs of our own. Wake up to find out that you are the eyes of the world. The heart has its beaches, its homeland and thoughts of its own. Wake now, discover that you are the soul that the morning brings. The heart has its seasons, its evenings and songs of its own.
Thanks for tuning in to listener-supported WAIF Radio. We're in the middle of our fall member-thon. Help keep WAIF Radio on the air and indicate your support of this show by making a pledge right now. Your gift of $25 or more makes you a member and gives you voting rights at the WAIF annual meeting. And you'll receive the WAIF Alert newsletter and a WAIF sticker for your car. If you choose to pledge $150 or more, we'll place an engraved commemorative brick in the plaza in front of the WAIF studios. Help us pave the way for the future of WAIF Radio. Your brick could have your name or memorialize a loved one. Please call 513-961-8900 or 513-749-1444 right now to make a pledge. If you prefer to go online, you can make a pledge by clicking the donation button on the WAIF website and use your credit card or PayPal. If you pledge online, please be sure to include the name of our show in the purpose field so that we get credit for your donation. Every show at WAIF needs to meet a minimum level of pledges. Please give us a call at 513-961-8900 or 513-749-1444 or visit www.waif883.org and pledge $25 or more to become a member of listener-supported radio, WAIF Cincinnati.
WAIF883.org, like the man said. Find Ramblin' Rob on Facebook. Also, look me up on YouTube. Got about 255 old shows up there. Also, Ramblin' Rob's Greatest Story Ever Told official Facebook page. Big thanks to Lyle for putting that together, and also the official Ramblin' Rob's theme song that you heard just a little bit ago when I opened the show with it. Guys, I can't stress how critical it is to have you become a member. If you don't have the $25, we will take less than that. If you do have more, we'll take that too. We're an open opportunity employer when it comes to keeping the lights on and these pencils rolling, the mics working, cords. We got a roof, all kinds of stuff here. Okay, guys, real quick today in Grateful Dead history, not much was going on. Of course, it's getting near Christmas. The guys tended to take a lot of December off, sporadically in the beginning and sporadically near the end they'd play. But for the most part, December was kind of a chill time in the Grateful Dead family. 1968, they played the Shrine Exhibition Hall in L.A. 1969, the Fillmore West. 1970 was a show, I think it was called David and the Dorks up at Pepperland in San Rafael. It was with David Crosby, Bill Kreutzmann, Jerry Garcia, and Phil Lesh. I believe that's David and the Dorks. And let's see, 1978, the last time the guys played on today's date was at Houston, Texas in the Summit. And we did look up online what the reference was. One time the Grateful Dead were singing Mississippi Half Step and used the line, "On the day when I was born, Santa sat down and cried," and that date was 3/31/1973. So there you go. There you go. Our next little bit of music is not Grateful Dead, but it's darn close. It's Arrows of Neon, one of our favorite bands to have in studio. We had them in, was it earlier this year, Jesse, I think?
Yeah. We had them in.
Real early.
We also had in the acoustic version of them. Well, I don't know if it's the acoustic version of the band.
Smaller version, the traveling version.
Yes, the traveling version. Great American String Band. We had them in here this year as well.
That's right. So we really like these guys. And
they're cool.
Yeah, they're cool. And one of them actually messaged me the other day and told me that the first time they played Terrapin Station out and about was on our radio show. And the first time anyone ever played Terrapin Station was at our radio show, to be honest with you, because it's a long tune and it has a lot of changes. It's rough. And they just killed it. They absolutely killed it. And a couple months ago, I think, was a festival, Fancy Fest 3, I believe, and they broke out Terrapin Station yet again. And he sent me the wave, so I'm going to play this for you. This is Arrows of Neon from up the road in Dayton-ish, Ohio, around that area. Doing a little bit of the classic Grateful Dead. Doing Terrapin Station. I haven't listened to all this yet, but from what I've heard, you're going to like it.
Never seen, seem familiar.
live Arrows of Neon there doing Terrapin Station Suite. That was the first time they played it live back on some undetermined date at Fancy Fest 3. I think that was up in Ohio somewhere.
That was up in Yellow Springs. I think Fancy Fest is the one that is, it's like in the middle of a river.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, you have to wade across the river to get to where the stage and vending and all that is, and it has water on all sides of it.
Well, that sounds great.
Yeah.
That sounds great.
As long as it's not raining upriver.
Yeah, exactly.
As long as nobody opened the dam at Pottstown, we'll be just fine.
It'd be like the Terrapin that I went to down in Harrodsburg, not the mud one. That was a year before, in like 2010, I want to say, where it rained so hard.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah, people were using their air mattresses as rafts to get across the little creek into their camping area. It was horrible. It was about, I went down there and looked at it. It was probably a good 50 yards across. It was not a little creek anymore.
That's when they had to shut down the swimming hole because the Hog Lagoon backed up into it, and they had to.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think you're correct. Yes, those troubles that only country folk can have.
Right.
The old Hog Lagoon backed up. Don't want anybody getting sick.
You don't want to go swimming in that water, Paul.
No. Well, it is Christmas. It's going to be Christmas before our next show, so Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Kwanzaa. There's probably other celebrations I'm forgetting. There's probably some pagan thing. It is the solstice.
Solstice, yeah. Isn't solstice a pagan thing?
It is, and I was trying to think of some good sun songs to end the show with, and I came up with like maybe, let's see, I have Here Comes Sunshine, Sunshine Daydream, Here Comes the Sun by the Beatles.
Yeah. Walk in the Sunshine.
Walk in the Sunshine. And I came up with, let's see, what was the other one that I was like, yeah, we could do that. And I just forgot it.
Sun King by the Beatles?
Sun King, yeah, or Sun King by the...
Ooh, we could play Christmas by the Who.
Christmas by the Who? Father Christmas?
No,
that's the Kinks. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. I mean, we can play that too, man. I'm never going to say no to the Kinks.
The other one I thought was Laugh as the Sun by Rusted Root. Do you know how that one goes?
Actually, no, I don't.
Okay. It's good. Well, it is Christmas, so we're going to be playing our Christmas section of the show right now. We're going to be going to, I think this is from 1987. Jerry Garcia acoustic band, at the time, came out with this. It's a short little tune called Christmas Time's A-Comin'.
Bah humbug.
Hearts in the window, on where the wind blows, and lights coming, Christmas time is coming. Can't you hear them bells ringing, bringing joy and hope? Can't you hear them saying, when it's snowing I'll be going back to my country home. Christmas time's a coming, Christmas time's a coming, Christmas time's a coming, and I know I'm going home. Bells ringing, bringing joy home. Can't you hear them singing? When it's snowing, I'll be going back to my country home. Christmas time's a coming, Christmas time's a coming, Christmas time's a coming, and I know I'm going home. When it's snowing, I'll be going back to my country home. Christmas time's a coming, Christmas time's a coming, Christmas time's a coming, and I know I'm going home. Bells are ringing, bringing joy and hope. Get you hear them singing. When it's done, I'll be going back to my country home. Christmas times are coming, Christmas times are coming, Christmas times are coming, and I know I'm going home.
Thanks for tuning in to listener-supported WAIF Radio. We're in the middle of our fall member-thon. Help keep WAIF Radio on the air and indicate your support of this show by making a pledge right now. Your gift of $25 or more makes you a member and gives you voting rights at the WAIF annual meeting. And you'll receive the WAIF Alert newsletter and a WAIF sticker for your car. If you choose to pledge $150 or more, we'll place an engraved commemorative brick in the plaza in front of the WAIF studios. Help us pave the way for the future of WAIF Radio. Your brick could have your name or memorialize a loved one. Please call 513-961-8900 or 513-749-1444 right now to make a pledge. If you prefer to go online, you can make a pledge by clicking the donation button on the WAIF website and use your credit card or PayPal. If you pledge online, please be sure to include the name of our show in the purpose field so that we get credit for your donation. Every show at WAIF needs to meet a minimum level of pledges. Please give us a call at 513-961-8900 or 513-749-1444 or visit www.waif883.org and pledge $25 or more to become a member of listener-supported radio, WAIF Cincinnati.
Out of all the reindeer, you're the mastermind. Run, Rudolph, Randolph, not too far behind. Run, Rudolph, Santa's got to make it to town. Can't you make him hurry, tell him he can take the freeway down. And away when a Rudolph's spinning like a merry-go-round. Said Rudolph to a boy child, what would you like most for? All I want for Christmas is a rock and roll electric guitar. And away in a Rudolph is shooting like a shooting star. Run, Rudolph, Santa's got to make it to town. Can't you make to make it to town. My, every tell him, make me way down. Thank you.
Thanks for tuning in to listener-supported WAIF Radio. We're in the middle of our fall member-thon. Help keep WAIF Radio on the air and indicate your support of this show by making a pledge right now. Your gift of $25 or more makes you a member and gives you voting rights at the WAIF annual meeting. And you'll receive the WAIF Alert newsletter and a WAIF sticker for your car. If you choose to pledge $150 or more, we'll place an engraved commemorative brick in the plaza in front of the WAIF studios. Help us pave the way for the future of WAIF Radio. Your brick could have your name or memorialize a loved one. Please call 513-961-8900 or 513-749-1444 right now to make a pledge. If you prefer to go online, you can make a pledge by clicking the donation button on the WAIF website and use your credit card or PayPal. If you pledge online, please be sure to include the name of our show in the purpose field so that we get credit for your donation. Every show at WAIF needs to meet a minimum level of pledges. Please give us a call at 513-961-8900 or 513-749-1444 or visit www.waif883.org and pledge $25 or more to become a member of listener-supported radio, WAIF Cincinnati.
Highly recommended, guys, to keep us on the air. It's the only way we stay on the air. Each show has a minimum level of contributions that they have to kick into WAIF. So it's the Christmas season. Please give us money. Please give us money. We need money.
We like you. Do you like us?
That's right. We love you guys.
Yes for donate.
And mention Taper Jesse, Ramblin' Rob, or the greatest story ever told in the comments or remarks section. Well, I started playing this, I think it was 2 weeks ago, or maybe, was it last week?
Yeah, it was last week.
Last week,
This was the first half of the show last week.
That's right, last week, and I didn't get to all of it, regretfully. So we're going to be wrapping it up here. I'll let Jesse tell you what this almost an iconic show in the Grateful Dead history is. The first time I think they actually traveled out of the country.
Yes. This was July 29th and 30th, 1966 at the Pacific Northeast Garden Auditorium in Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. I'm not going to tell you what you missed last week, but I'll tell you where we're going to start at this week. We're going to start out with a 10-minute smoking Viola Lee blues.
Yeah, it's a good version for sure. It's
a very good version.
Yeah, one of my favorites. And like I said, we do have a lot of good Grateful Dead on the plate for next week. Stick around. We're here every Thursday, 8 to 10 p.m. And speaking of sticking around, the Notorious Joyous and Mr. Q will be on, spinning some old school vinyl for you guys, I'm sure, a little bit later here in about, 35 minutes or so. So stick around. I always listen to them on the way home and listen to their funky beats and ear candy, I guess you could call it.
I believe I just heard him pull up outside.
Really? Oh, okay. Well, there you go. Okay. Well, they're here.
My superhuman hearing.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's exceptional there, bat boy.
It could have been an auditory hallucination, too, let's be honest.
That's right.
But,
we don't know, man. We just don't know.
Sure sounded like a car door in commotion.
Okay. Well, if we're not back here in 10 minutes, it was someone breaking into the studio. So call the cops. Call the cops. No, I'm just kidding. Let's get on with a little bit of this. We're going to try to play the rest of this CD. So we'll be touching base with you guys probably right before the show ends. Don't forget to tune in next week. We have some exciting stuff for you guys. And like I said a little bit earlier, we do have 2 tickets. Jesse, I'll let you tell everybody about the 2-ticket deal that we have.
2 tickets?
Actually, I haven't checked yet.
Actually, we have
check.
It's one ticket.
One ticket
for both nights.
Both nights. That's right. 2 tickets
of the Rumpke Mountain Boys New Year's Eve extravaganza with many friends, including and not limited to David Gans, J.P. Nowak, Joe Marcinek.
Yes.
The Pick and Pair with Florence, Kentucky's own Leon Elam.
Yes, love those guys.
Yes, Restless Leg String Band.
They're pretty good.
The Rumpke Mountain Boys.
And there you go. There you go. And isn't there one more?
Maybe.
Thought there was one more that maybe not. Anyway, tune in next week for more.
Old Salt Union.
That's them. Old Salt Union. We might even play some Rumpke Mountain Boys next week since it's the radio show before the big show, and we could probably play some David Gans too, and maybe even play some. I got Canyon Collected. I don't know if I have any Pick and Pair. Have to get on Leon about that.
Right.
All right, well, let's get rocking here, guys.
Hey, I would like to take a second. This show in this time slot 2 years ago, I would like to say I married my most favorite person in the world.
That's right.
Ayosh, I know you're listening. Happy anniversary.
Yeah, congratulations.
I love you, Smoochie Pie.
That's right. Congratulations to 2 years.
Kissy.
Yeah, it's all kissy now. Wait till you're 17.
Kissy.
No, I'm just kidding.
I've already been 17. I'm like 17 twice.
Oh,
wait, 10, 20. Yeah, I'm like 17 twice.
Oh, I was talking about marriage. Yeah.
Plus some. I made it 15 years in my first marriage.
Yeah.
Only way to talk is to conceive on the air. I keep telling you.
Yeah, well,
I'm down.
National Geographic program, the learning program. We'll wait till we Facebook Live that one. I'm sure we'll get all kinds of good listeners. But yeah, congratulations, Jesse, on 2 years of marital bliss, and Osh and the kids and everybody. That was kind of fun getting married on the radio. I still wish you would have recorded it. That would have been great for posterity's sake.
Right.
But yeah, in case you missed it, that's what exciting things could possibly happen here. Only on WAIF, Ramblin' Rob, Jesse, Taper Jesse, and the greatest story ever told. I guess it could conceivably happen on some other radio show here, but not a lot of people just kind of get like married on the air anymore. They played that trick out in the 50s.
That's to say, no one else has been married on our show, and that's what's important.
That's right.
Not saying that we don't love our comrades here at WAIF, but
probably the first and only, I will say. I don't really anticipate anybody else getting married on air.
Never know.
You never know.
It just takes one person to do it, right?
That's right.
Don't start one person to break the 4-minute mile, and now everybody breaks it.
Yeah, we're gonna have gay couples coming in. I'm gonna have to bake them a cake. Oh my God.
It's so.
Oh, I know. I'm just.
You ever seen the one
where
they make the phallic-looking cake that shoots out the cream?
No, but probably a bakery around here that probably does that.
I know somebody that could do that.
Yeah, I do too.
Hi, Emily.
I was going to say, I'm not going to mention any names, but okay, yeah. Hi, Emily. How you doing?
We're not going to mention any names, but her initials are Emily Fight.
And she'd make some incredible cakes. Each cake is not only
It'll
truly
explode in your mouth.
Yeah, truly delectable. They are works of art, really. let's just put it like this. I've had some cakes that a regular cheesecake I could probably split up into maybe, 8 good-sized pieces and eat it. I like cheesecake. And she made one that was so incredibly rich that we actually split it into about 20 pieces, and you'd be lucky to finish a piece.
Yeah.
It was just, oh my God. Oh, well. Let's get into some Grateful Dead, guys. We're traveling back to 1966. This one's kind of a little trippy here. live Grateful Dead from 1966. Stick around, the Notorious Joyous and Mr. Q are in studio, ready to spin your brain a little different direction after I'm done with it.
Well, this job I got is a little too hard. Running out of money, Lord, I need more pay. Hey, I'm gonna wake up in the morning, Lord, I'm gonna pack my bag. I'm gonna beat it on down the line. Going down the line, going down the line, going down the line, take it down the line, way down the line.
Come on now, pretty baby, why don't you? Come on now, 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 now. Come on now, little schoolgirl. Just can't help myself. Come on now, pretty baby. Come on now, now, now. I said, ow!
if somebody hasn't got anything to do, they can get a Coke, some Cokes for us or something like that. Bring them up here. That would be appreciated, of course.
Cola, good old Coke. I'll ask for a Coke.
Any other gifts will do.
But I found you.